CKLA is a very content-rich curriculum meant to expose students to complex text, expand vocabulary, build background knowledge, and develop students' conversational skills at a high proficiency level. In order to make the text and content accessible to all students, it is important to know some effective active engagement strategies and scaffolds to use during whole group and small group instruction. In this video, we will go over Strive's active engagement strategies, many of which will be incorporated in the models of the 3rd through 5th grade routines in this Wakelet. Links to scaffolds for text reading can be found in the K through 2 routines section of the Wakelet and the whole group reading routine video in the 3rd through 5th grade routines section. A link to all of Strive's active engagement strategies can be found in the Wakelet below this video. These 6 strategies can be very easily incorporated into any reading, writing, or discussion activities in the CKLA curriculum. They are partner response, think, pair, share, choral responses, written responses, sticky notes, and talking chips. Be sure to check out the link below this video on the Wakelet for more active engagement strategies. This is Strive's partner response routine. In this routine, students discuss responses to a question or prompt with a partner and share with the class. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. Alright everyone, we are going to try the partner response routine. In this routine, you and a partner will discuss responses to the questions I ask. If you are partner 1, your voice level should be only loud enough for your partner to hear. If you are partner 2, you should be facing and looking at your partner as they speak to you. Let's practice how this routine will go. I'm going to show you how this works with Dylan. Dylan, you will be partner 1 and I will be partner 2. Let's say the question is, what is your favorite food and why? Dylan, since you are partner 1, you are going to answer the question. Tell me what your favorite food is and why. See how he is speaking in a quiet voice and how I am facing and looking at him while he speaks? Now, since I am partner 2, it is my job to share with the class what Dylan said. Dylan said his favorite food is macaroni and cheese because he loves cheese. Now you will practice with a partner. Partners on the left, you are partner 1. Partners on the right, you are partner 2. I'm going to ask some simple questions. Partner 1s, you tell partner 2s your response. Partner 2s, be ready to share what partner 1 said. Here is the question. What is a book you've read that you thought was very interesting? What was interesting about it? Partner 1's answer, and I will call on a few partner 2's to share what their partner said. While students are responding, monitor for expected behavior. To use this routine, review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use partner response as a tool for engagement during active reading activities. This is Strive's Think, Pair, Share routine. In this routine, following a question or prompt, students are given think time, discuss with a partner, and then share answers with the class. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. Dylan and I are going to model the Think, Pair, Share routine. During this routine, a question is asked, we both think about a response, we then pair to share our responses, and then share our responses with the class. Let's say the question is, which is the best season and why? I will think of my answer. In my head, I'm thinking, I think spring is the best season because it makes everyone so happy to feel the warm sun again after a cold winter. When the teacher says it's time to share, Dylan and I decide who will go first. Dylan, why don't you share first? Oh, interesting. Dylan says he likes autumn the best because people are ready for some cool weather after a hot summer. Then I'll share my answer. I think spring is the best because it makes everyone so happy to feel the warm sun again after a cold winter. Now we will either come to a consensus where we both agree or we can disagree reasonably. What do you think, Dylan? I think we both have good reasons for why we think spring and fall are the best. I did notice that we both gave similar reasons having to do with people being ready for a change in the weather. Then one of us will share with the class if we are called on. Dylan said he would share, so he would say, Miss Whitney likes spring because people are ready for the warm sun. I think autumn is best because people are ready for cool weather. We both like these seasons because they bring a change in the weather. Now you will practice with a partner. Think, pair, share with your partner to respond to this question. Is it a nice day to play outside? Once students have mastered the routine, have them use Think, Pair, Share to respond to reading or class discussion. Students can also write their answers and turn in to the teacher for the share portion of the activity. Review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use Think, Pair, Share as a tool for engagement during active reading activities. This is Strive's Choral Responses routine. In this routine, students respond to a given prompt in unison. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. We are going to use the choral response routine. In this routine, you will all respond at the same time. I will ask a question, give you think time, and then when I give this signal, you will all respond together. Remember to wait for the signal before you respond. Let's practice. What did the cafeteria serve for lunch yesterday? Thinking. Yep, burritos. You all did a great job thinking of your answer and then waiting for the signal. Review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use choral responses as a tool for engagement during active reading activities. For example, blending or fluency routines or discussion requiring short answers. This is Strive's written responses routine. In this routine, students respond to a question or prompt in writing and show the teacher. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. We are going to practice using written responses to answer questions. You should all have your whiteboards and whiteboard markers in front of you. I'm going to model for you how to write a short written response to a question. When I ask you a question, you will quickly write your answer on your whiteboard and wait for the signal to show it to me. Let's say I ask you what your favorite ice cream is and why. I would quietly write the answer on my board or paper and then give a quiet signal by putting my pencil or marker down in front of me. When I give this signal, you will hold up your answer to show me, like this. When I have quickly scanned the room for your answers, I will give feedback if needed and then tell you to lower your paper or whiteboards. As you can see, I wrote, I like cookie dough ice cream. The chunks are the best. If I had written, elephants rule, would that be an appropriate response to the question? No. Please make sure you are writing an appropriate answer to the question. Let's practice on your whiteboards. Ready? When is your birthday? Write your answer. Okay, I see most everyone with their whiteboard markers down. Whiteboards up. Awesome job, everyone. You may lower your boards. Review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use written responses as a tool for engagement during active reading activities. Great times to use this routine are when you are looking for one or similar answers from all students. This is Strive's sticky notes routine. In this routine, students use sticky notes to respond to reading and discussion. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. Today we will practice using sticky notes as a way to respond to reading or discussion. We will use sticky notes in lots of ways during our reading and discussion. We might use them during Think, Write, Pair, Share, where you think of a response, write it on a sticky note, pair with your partner and discuss your response, and then share with the group. We might use them to place ideas in categories or as exit tickets at the end of activities, so I know what you learned and what you still need to learn. Let's practice using sticky notes to categorize information from the text we just read. We just practiced some new vocabulary words before we read the text. To review vocabulary words, I'm going to say one of our vocabulary words and give the definition. I will write the word on a sticky note and then decide if it is a verb, noun, or adjective and put it on one of these pieces of chart paper that says verb, noun, or adjective. I will model for you. The word is sieve, a tool with small holes separating big and small pieces. I will write sieve on my sticky note. And since it is a tool, that means it's a thing. So sieve is a noun, and I will put it on the noun chart. Ready? Let's try one together. The word is lush. Lush means healthy and full. Write lush on your sticky note. Come place lush on the chart paper it belongs on. Yes, it is an adjective. Nice job, everyone. Review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use sticky notes as a tool for engagement during active reading, writing, and discussion activities. This is Strive's Talking Chips routine. In this routine, students are given an even number of tokens while working in small groups. When students respond to a question, they place a token in the middle of the group, and once their tokens are gone, they are listening to other responses. This routine ensures that all participants in a small group get a chance to share their ideas without one person dominating the discussion. Pause the video to read through the directions for setting up the routine before you watch the model. Today we are going to use talking chips in our small group discussions. You will each get 3 talking chips. They can be counters, popsicle sticks, small pieces of paper, whatever you have available. I will ask a question or give you a prompt for discussion. When you respond to the question, you place one of your talking chips in the middle of your group. Each time you continue to respond by giving more information or following up on what other students have said, you put in another talking chip. Once all your talking chips are in the middle, you will sit quietly and listen to the other students in your group that still have chips remaining. Let me show you. Here I have my 3 talking chips. Let's say the teacher says, if you were to study only one subject, what would you pick and why? I might start by saying, I would study science because I want to improve the lives and health of people and animals. Then I would put the talking chip in the middle and wait to hear what the other students in my group have to say. Once they respond, I might have a question or a comment about their opinion, and I would put another talking chip in until all of mine are gone. Once everyone has used their talking chips, we are done with our discussion. Let's practice. Does everyone have their talking chips? We have been reading The Wind in the Willows. In the text, Mole learns about the riverbank and the wild wood, but Rat does not tell him anything about the wide world. Based on context clues, what do you think the wide world is like? Then monitor as students use talking chips to have a discussion. Give corrective feedback as needed if students are not respecting other members of their group and letting them have a chance to speak. Review your lesson plans and determine the best place to use talking chips as a tool for engagement during active reading activities.